Hi there and welcome back to Fat's Kitchen. Now I would say that the most loved sweet treats anywhere in the world is probably ice cream and chocolate chip cookies. Now if you can sandwich some ice cream between two chocolate chip cookies, even better, a super indulgent treat. There are many, thousands of recipes for chocolate chip cookies out there, and I'm going to share with you today this special recipe because I've also tried many different chocolate chip recipes, but since I started using this recipe, my family, my household only wants to eat this particular type. And I think what makes it really special is that I use a really good quality chocolate for my chocolate chip cookie. And let me share with you and show you the chocolate that I use. It is a dark chocolate that has been seasoned with sea salt. And you know that every single day you season your food with salt and it just doesn't taste the same without salt. And it's exactly the same with chocolate. The salt really enhances that delicious chocolate flavor and makes it better. So let's get started. And the first step is to cream your sugar and your butter together. So I have here already in my mixing bowl, I have 240 grams of softened butter. And we have a combination of sugars here. It's 140 grams of soft brown sugar and 140 grams of caster sugar, which is a finer sugar. And I'm going to start blending this till it's nice and fluffy and soft and creamy. And while that's busy in my stand mixer, I'm going to begin chopping up my chocolates. Right, so my butter and my sugar's now really nice and super creamy. You see that pale yellow color that we get, and I'm now going to add 2 eggs that I've already cracked into this bowl and some vanilla essence. And I'm using a homemade vanilla extract here, so you can use any vanilla essence that you have. This is just vanilla pods that has been soaking for a couple of months in vodka. That's how you make vanilla extract at home. Right, so my eggs have been nicely incorporated. In the meantime, I've weighed out 300 grams of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add the rest of my dry ingredients. You need half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and we are going to use a whole teaspoon of salt. And like I said earlier, the salt there is really to enhance the flavor of the chocolate. And as you can see here, I've already chopped my chocolates up into little chunks. You can see the size relative to my finger, fairly large chunks, some of them. I've prepared a tray that I've lined with some baking paper, and I'm preheating my oven at 190 degrees Celsius. So I'm now going to begin adding my flour slowly into the butter and sugar mixture, and blend it up really nicely before I put in my chocolate chips. Right, so the flour's nicely blended into the butter and sugar mixture. And last step now is to add the chocolate chip. And this we're just going to stir in by hand, but not without me. I've been stealing chocolate chips all this time. Okay, so you just throw in your chocolate chips and you blend it in nicely by hand until you have chocolate chips right through your cookie mixture. Right, so I'm just using spoons to spoon my cookie mixture onto my tray lined with baking paper. Please use baking paper. Wax paper is not meant to withstand very high temperatures. And you can see how I've spaced them. They do spread as they're in the oven. This is nothing neat and tidy. I mean, they taste good. They don't need to look good as well. And these are ready to go in the oven. right, come in close and have a look. These biscuits bake between 10 and 12 minutes depending on your oven. You just want to get that lovely golden brown color, and then just remove them from your warm cookie tray and put them onto a wire rack to cool down. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please click subscribe if you'd like to see more, and like. And remember, baking is love made edible.